Hi there guys, welcome back to another UC Vanguard's playthrough. Alright, so last week we were trying to get into the Crimson Fleets, and today we're going to be carrying on from that. So let's go. Oh, by the way, my companions had now been changed to shock troopers, so they would all be wearing shock trooper armour with the standard weapons that they had from before.
What's up?
Being a captain of the UC fleet, I thought, you know, have some decent security around me. Alright, so let's go find this Percival chap. Alright, out onto the landscape of Mars. Oh, it's a bit dusty. So hopefully this will be taking us to the elevator that we came from before. It might not be, so I'm just going to fast travel. So let's see if we can't find that lift. You can hear the crackle of engines in the background. So where is that entrance? I tell you, the gravity on this planet is so low. I know the entrance around here somewhere. Never mind, we'll have to use the regular entrance then instead of the workers' lift. Okay, and that just confirms there's no one here. These were the dead spaces from last time. Just so they won't be getting back up again. Did I go through there before? Don't think I did. But I know where I'm going this time. straight down to the bomb. Okay, so we've got a massive cave system. And I'm guessing we need to get over there. Okay, so we've got somewhere. Alright, so I need to go over there. So I know I've got to go around to the right. Come on, there we go. I need some lead boots or something because these jumps are just ridiculous.
You came all this way just to do me a favor.
Nope, I need your help with something.
Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
I've got a tissue sample I need analysed. Full workup.
Tissue sample? You came all the way down here for that? Must be some damn important cells. You want to tell me what I'm about to be staring at?
Terramorph cells from a world too young to have one.
A fast-growing terramorph. That is concerning. Who exactly told you to bring this to me?
Adrian Shannon.
Adrian? She gave you this? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Okie doke, you lead the way. Come on, shock troopers, get your weapons out. So we've got 2 fully automatic rifles and 1 shotgun. If I have any more followers, I'll probably go with an Orion. Okay. Come on, tell me what you got.
Just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait. Where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate.
Oh, can I have the slate after?
Really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because
No,
if you
I'm not
told me
lying.
This was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen. I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
The sample is not fake. I collected it from the Terramorph myself.
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Everyone knows about Londinian Terramorph attacks. There were vigils for weeks afterwards.
And for good reason. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity. So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You wanna tell me what your plans are for it now?
Orders are to take you and that analysis to Hadrian. She should be waiting at the 6th circle.
The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
So let's go. Bloop. Where are we going? Right to the frontier. Alright, let's take off and get to the 6th circle thing. But, like an idiot, I forgot that the 6th circle is actually on Mars. So we're going to have to come back down again. Let's do this all over again. Right, the main entrance. Right, let's go. Come on, shock troopers. Out the way, UC Vanguard business, move.
Percival's going to be real glad to have that weight off his
God,
shoulders.
look at you. You're an old man now.
Hey, look. I didn't realize you were actually gonna help Percival. You're all right.
Lou said we could use the back.
Oh, we're going to the back. It's my adoring fan, Ms. Kelpa, and what's the other one? There should be another one. Oh yeah, and Buros. The Mad Russian lady.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
A little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage.
Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Only ever read about the Cabinet in civics class. Never expected I'd get to talk to them.
It can be a daunting experience. Which is why I wanted to make sure, before you agreed to anything, we gave you the whole truth. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
I actually know who you are and your past. It's none of my concern.
Oh. Well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Okay, then let's go talk to this Cabinet.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the Cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
It's always good to see a friend.
Alright, so let's go to this El Capanato. Alright everyone, spacesuits on. Alright, to the ship. I wonder when I'm going to get a UC Vanguard ship of my own. Let's close her up, so we can transfer Stick that in there. Okay, there's nothing new to put in there, so we can crack on and go. Let's take off. I need to jump over there.
Your grav jumps are as majestic as a ballet.
Maintain course and prepare.
Cheers. Always appreciate the fandom there.
Scan complete.
Right. Wonder if I can buy a UC ship.
Inspect your ship for heat leeches. And here's your... I'm sure you can find something you like.
Yep, Rambler, Galileo, Gladius. Looks like a UC ship, doesn't it? Kefir, Sparrow, Achilles. Not a bad looking ship. And a shield breaker.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Okay, no problem. Alright, let's go and talk to these cabinet people.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
No.
Thank heavens those Marines were here. Not sure we would have held.
Held what?
Still more out there. Be careful.
More what?
I had to, or else they would have killed us.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
This wasn't on the application.
They're bored of you and so am I, so I'll see you later.
Okay. No. Is there a problem?
I don't know. Are you causing a problem?
Have a good one.
You too.
Do you need me manning the weapon systems, Captain?
Huh? No. Yes, maybe. I don't know. Shut up. Let's see if I can get up there from here.
Captain! Over here!
Hey, there you are. Found you.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
I'm more interested in what this has to do with us addressing the cabinet, to be honest, love.
I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
You're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, it's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
I don't have any questions, so... no?
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Why, thank you, Resource Officer. Right. Do I stand on this platform? Stand down. Do I stand on this? I'm guessing I stand on the platform.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno-Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
It wiped out a colony that they never saw it coming. It's pretty alarming.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
If there's a chance what happened to Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere, we need to grant the request.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Oh shit, we're in lockdown. Stand by.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Okay, let's go kill him then.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later.
Let me and my guys go and kill
order
it.
the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly.
How the hell can you be discreet against these things?
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got.
You calling me a tool now?
We can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
I serve my
All right.
I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Alright guys, on me. Let's go. Well, come on, hurry up, dickhead. Where is it? There is.
That's it! Now hit him with everything you've got! Now!
Stop! We're trying to help you!
You're all good.
I can't stop!
Thank you for what
You're
you
okay.
did.
Calm down, calm down.
We didn't want to hurt them.
I know.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control. Turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire. And keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Sounds like we need to hustle.
Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Get yourself squared away. We got this.
Do you feel like we're being watched?
Got no time to waste, Captain.
It's a UC Marine Medic. Let's go, let's go. We need to go full firepower, so we're going to go with the fully automatic rifle. Alright, shock troops, let's do this. Loading. Jesus Christ. Shoot it.
Experts?
Yeah.
We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Keep your men here, hold this perimeter. We're going for 'em. Now that is a good idea. But no, you're staying here, you're going to hold this perimeter.
You might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
We'll handle this. You two stay put.
Your call. We're on the line.
I want you here with these guys holding this perimeter. We'll deal with these Xenos. Let's go. That's one down, one down. Alright, mark shit, people inside tapping. We're gonna need to get them out. Alright, let's go for this last Xeno. Why am I on my own? Come on, guys. Catch up. Oh, where's my third? Screw it. Right, we're going in. Take it down, take it down, take it down.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Thank you. Always got to make sure. Always double check. I really am missing one. What the actual bugger is going on there? I swear to God, if she don't show herself, I'm gonna be a happy bunny.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
You all held the line. You're the heroes here, not us.
Certainly doesn't feel like it. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
So I am missing my adoring fan. Where is he? He's on the frontier, okay. I'll pick him up in a bit.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured.
In the middle of something here.
Yep, sure.
Not now. Okay. It moved so fast.
It did. It's a xenomorph, mate. It's going to kill everything in its path unless it's put down.
You anti-Xeno squad? Well, you should be.
I know.
Am I gonna be alright?
Of course you are.
What? What is it?
It's a Xeno. Right, you can take the lockdown off. Quit lockdown.
We lost so many today.
We did, but we ended a threat.
My partner's all right. He's getting stitched up instead of zipped up, thanks to you.
Ah, you're welcome.
Those people are getting treated now. Don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up when you did.
You probably would have died.
You're cleared to head back up.
Thank you.
Whole building's on lockdown.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
My officers were unprepared for what happened at the spaceport.
The next time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads,
President?
the UC is
Captain?
ready.
Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Agreed. Thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
If you're sure that's the wisest course of action.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
You can count on me, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, We, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Losing anyone in the line of duty.
I'm gonna go
is
check in
tragedy.
with Chief Engineer Kulkarni.
Tax
Start getting a plan together for that tape.
Okay, you do that. I'm gonna go talk to Deputy McIntyre. Squad, with me.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
You best do. Or we're gonna have a few issues. Come hither.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
It's where the collective stashed all our best weapons technologies after the Colony War.
It was a mutual agreement, but I suppose you touch on the spirit of it. So, you also know then that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You'd think they'd be clamouring to help after the spaceport attack.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Tell me about Ambassador Radcliffe of the Freestar Collective.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Alright, tell me about these other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Any other things I should do? I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
What can you tell me about this staff member?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
That's all the info I need for the moment on Ambassador Radcliffe.
All right.
I wonder if she's
Here,
Daniel's mum.
Your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Tell me about Ambassador Balmore of the House of Varun.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
That actually sounds pretty promising.
It does, but there's a concern.
We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind.
Be smart out there, Captain.
Absolutely. Right. To Ambassador Radcliffe we go. Move squad,
Yes?
move out.
What?
We need to go to the lobby. Right, and it's over there.
On the way, Captain.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to Sergeant Newby later then. You there?
You our visitor?
Security.
You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Thank you. We're coming in, squad.
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So in here, we're the law.
Good for you. I want to know where I'm going.
Business? Talk to the ambassador.
Where is the ambassador? You, where's the ambassador?
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
I don't want to know about the lobby, I want to know where the ambassador is. Madame Ambassadeur, where are you? Yeah, where's the ambassador? I'm gonna have to check all these rooms here for the ambassador. Nope, there's no ambassador there. You, where's the ambassador?
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
That it was. Hello? Anybody tell me where the ambassador is? Anybody tell me where the ambassador is? I need to find the ambassador. You.
That woman is an absolute...
Cool.
Oh, sorry.
Say it.
Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right?
Absolute
You know,
bitch,
I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
You did get lucky. There was a war zone down there.
Well, then you have my earnest thanks. But look, they said you were coming here on official.
Okay, let's go. This isn't a playground. Good. And you can bet the UC is gonna hear about this.
Hey, you're in a restricted zone.
How the fuck am I in a restricted zone when I'm stood down here chatting to this bloke? Piss off.
Thank you again for everything you did for the city. Might not be here right now if it weren't for you. Wow.
You did get lucky.
You have my earnest thanks.
You're in violation of embassy regs. You're coming with me.
How the fuck am I in violation? Try and make me, little bitch.
You're leaving. Trust me. Embassy security, stop right there. That one's not moving.
Well, he's gone. Sorry, Cameron. I was gonna use you, but... Soba. Oh, someone's got some nice apartment. It's a very nice apartment for an ambassador.
I think they slipped past us.
Nope, but your fucking shotgun skills are legendary, girl. Right, let's try and do this again, because I don't want to do it that way. I actually want to do it properly.
By the way, Captain.
Yes, Sergeant Yumi wants to talk to me, but right now I'm busy. Sergeant Yumi couldn't wait.
You see that scientist out in front of mast? Staring at trees? Sounds upset? Whatever it is, can't be that bad, right? I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on us.
More useless information, thank you, Mr. Security Guard. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in unarmed. Well, 2 armed.
You are a visitor?
Yep.
You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Thank you.
visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
Okay. Chill your rolls, sister.
Terramorphs, as in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Right, let's talk to you.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
You did get lucky. It was a war zone down there.
Well, then you have my earnest thanks. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
We're aware of your skills, Mr. Long. That's why the UC sent me to speak with you.
You were sent for me?
Yes.
Huh, maybe... Let's go somewhere to talk. So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me?
Your file clearly states you're a top-notch diplomat. The UC wants the best working for them.
And what exactly would I be doing for the UC?
I need you to get me an ambassador's archival access codes.
Okay, first you need her bio key, and that thing doesn't leave her side. Better chance of splitting the atom with a spoon than me getting that from her.
I need to get access to her quarters without being seen.
Her quarters? Huh. Oh, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
The diplomatic office will bring you on as an operative. Put your real talents to use.
Really? Okay, you've got yourself a deal. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
Good man. Right. Let's see where this door goes to. Oh, his private bathroom. Nice little apartment for him, even if it is in the basement.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I'm here on behalf of the United Colonies. We need the Freestar Collective's help.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need access to the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really gonna push this?
Yep.
All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
Right, let's go. Negotiation. What if I make it worth your while? Maybe a few credits appear in the right bank accounts. You were a soldier. It was your job to protect. And that's what we intend to do with this data. Innumerable lives will be hanging on your decision here. Let's go with negotiation.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it.
Okay, so we don't bribe her. We're only asking for Terramorph data from the archives, nothing more.
That's all the UC would need to do some damage.
You were a soldier. It was your job to protect. And that's what we intend to do with the data.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
How many lives are you willing to risk here because you have a grudge against UC? What happened here and in Londinian could happen to the Freestar Collective unless you help us.
Londinian. They had to abandon the planet. But that couldn't happen again.
There are lives at stake here.
Preventing more deaths is precisely what I'm trying to do by keeping the archives sealed. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. The UC is just gonna have to find another way. Now, I presume you can see yourself out.
You bitch.
Sorry. Everyone's
Not even here. You dickhead. So it's in her rooms? Can't even pickpocket a bitch. Move. Move. Aha. I now see what I have to do. Careful.
Agent detected. Patching in playback.
Are you alright, Ambassador? It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again, which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a seat, right? But what if? What if one opened up? The Master's heart in what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
Right, let's go and confront Radcliffe. The murdering bitch. Well, she hasn't actually murdered anyone yet, but she wants to. That's just as bad. Right, we're in the barracks. That's confused me a little bit. Bloop. Nothing to see here. Right, Radcliffe, you bitch.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
I know your plan to replace someone on the Council of Governors.
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me, there's evidence. I imagine bad things would happen if your bosses found out.
No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
Fine, but I want you to beg me not to turn you in.
You're joking, right?
I'm absolutely not joking. I want tears.
You want... Okay. Please. I spoke hastily. And I know you, my dear, dear friend, wouldn't want to let anything get in the way of the two of us and our factions working together. And isn't that ultimately what this is all about? In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. We can only get you the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those two items should be enough to allay any suspicions.
I can agree to those terms.
Good. Okay, let's go get you your access.
Alright, let's follow her downstairs to the
Three places. Conference
thingy.
room, lobby, or the ambassador's office. If you set foot anywhere else, there's going to be problems.
I'm with the ambassador. You ain't gonna do shit. Madame
They
Ambassador.
tell me it should only take a moment.
Oh, hey. Mr. Reggae Ambassador.
There. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
It might be. We shall see. Right, to the house of Varun. This house Varun is next to the bank. I wonder what he's doing next to the bank. Anyway. We open the door. Oh, there we go. Right, I've got the Freestar archival code now. I just need to get the Varun code. Time to speak to Ambassador Belmore. Okay. Let's go and talk to Ambassador Belmore. Okay. Bit messy in here. Bit creepy as well. Let's have a look, see what's on this this device. Yeah. I got it wrong. Okay. There we go. I've activated some turrets to keep us kind of safe. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but never mind. Ugh, they're mannequins. Ooh, Jesus. Oh.
Maybe that's for the best.
The hell is going on? Something mighty strange is going on here. Huh. Oh, come on. So this one and that one. No, because that needs to go there. But, oh, for fuck's sake! This glitched out. I swear to God. There we go, see, that one works. Check the current news and activate the units. Alright, so let's equip that Nova Blast Disruptor. That way we can have a bit more of a better defense against these robots. But I fucking ammo for it. Because that's not creepy as shit. Run, robot, you did. Ah, fuck all.
What was that?
Don't know, I'm not going out there.
Not this time.
Looking for a terminal.
I took one out.
So that one goes there, that one can go there. Boom. Jesus Christ. Ah, here we go. So that one will go there. That one will go there. That one to there. There we go. Update friend or foe. Recalibrate friend or foe. Done. Now we need to find a terminal for the robots. God, this is creepy as shit. Jump on this. So that's that one and that one done. Do it. Okay, we destroyed those towers. Yeah, that's why I have these guys around. They just completely destroyed that robot for me.
I'm glad to see you looking well.
Thank you. Glad to see you looking alive and not dead from the Varun robot.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Let us discuss. In a minute, I'm finished exploring. Alright, mate, calm down. Christ, he's got a lot of meal trays, hasn't he?
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
The spaceport is in rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the
That's a
UC
bingo.
requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
Right. We're going to use the data in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks.
Yeah, the preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You don't need my assurances. Independent observers will verify it's used responsibly.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Never fear, for Captain Bane is here. Guard the door.
Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Don't worry, mate. It'll be used for good. You go away. Do something else. Right. This one is going there. That one does not fit there. Does it fit the next ring? It does not fit the next ring. Or the ring after that, so it must be for this ring. That's already pegged. That one there. Put that one. So that one can go there. That one can go there. That can go there. That there, and that there. Oh, fuck off.
It's my second favorite thing in the galaxy. Next to reading about you.
Right, so where do we get stuff from?
I will not have House Varun be known only for slaughter.
Why'd you stay behind?
House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit, as is the right of all his followers.
Okay. Key. Let's look for a key. Cat, move. You dickhead. Oh, I can't pickpocket. Right, never mind. A rune storeroom keycard. So this must be the storeroom. And there must be a keycard around here somewhere. Bet the old man's got it. Oh, okay. So them two go there. That could go there along with that. Okay, so they're taken. Now we're on to the next set. And that could go there, and then we have a 4 slot. Could go there. That one to there. Then to there, perfect. So that's in use. That's in use. That one is not. Okay, that one can't go there. Can that? Oh, look at that. Still pissed off they're in the helmet though. Anyway, move. Let's move on out. Like, let's get out of here. Go to the second floor. Can we get to the outside world? No. These computers have been all fucked up. Let's see what we've got up here. Oh, it's fuck all. Yeah, because there's nothing up here. apart from just bits of shit. Maintenance access keycard. Okay. Bollocks. Which limb? I mean, for a dislocated limb, you can still sprint.
Stop! In the name of the law!
Who, me?
UC security! Stop right now!
Where are you? Catch me if you can, bitch. Too slow.
UC security, get back here now! UC security, don't make any sudden moves.
Ugh. Yeah, let's just pay the credits.
Smart move. Now come along with us. We'll take any contraband and stolen property and you'll be free to go.
Ugh. I'm reporting you to the UC Vanguards, and we will come down hard on you bastards. Now I've got to go all the way back to the Mars District. Just gonna fast travel, would be easier. Fuck you, UC Security. I'm a motherfucking Vanguard, bitch. With explosive pistol.
Pardon?
Captain, I just received a couple messages from an operative in the embassy office. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? Was he alive? Did they both actually agree?
Code pieces from House Varun and Freestar, and collected. Ready to be code pieces from House Varun and Freestar collected and ready to be deployed.
That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all this off, but that'll have to wait for another time. Regardless, superlative work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Absolute best behavior, no worries. Get out the way. Right, let's get over there. So we've got to go to the archives.
Both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So the two parties came together to negotiate.
The two parties came together. Blah 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 blah. Definitely from fucking London. Hello.
No chit chat on duty.
Alright, fuck you, I'll go to the next person then.
This is a shared Freestar UC territory, so act accordingly.
Guarding the wrong entrance though. You're supposed to be over here and you're supposed to be over there. You though.
You got your clearances?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
It's right here. Be warned. And that's Captain, by the way. Why is this place a shithole? Get it sorted and squared away. Hello.
To the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay, pop it in. And there as well. That's why it's messy. It's how to run. There's no one there. Here we go. Alright, so now we've got it. I don't want to leave. Is there anything else in here? Rolly pads. Oh, nothing else. Cheers guys, see you later. Yep, so now we've got to go back and return the data to them. Cabinet chambers meeting.
There you are. Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Oh, really?
Major Sanan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Major, I hereby hand these documents to you.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Major, you may take possession of the Terramorph data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Aye, let's go. Something to do with citizenship. Squad, start easy.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
I would have talked to that bartender.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
I'll take it to my grave.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
To subsection 7. What? Black market antiques. Ooh. Unlocked elsewhere. Oh, I think I want to do that. Toilet. Hello there, my good man. Thank you.
getting bored out here, Captain.
Whatever you say, Cap. Huh? Sorry. I'm ready.
This all feel... Do you need anything? Yes!
Let's get going then, guys. Okay, maybe they can't come out. Never mind.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
What the actual... This is, it's a prison. There we go.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
You look so familiar. You were in a movie or something? I know it.
Not quite. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
My God, the UC has been lying all this time.
Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny Hadrian have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help, though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
You told me she's your clone. Yeah.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Fine, I'm listening.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Not sure I like the sound of this.
One task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, police tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
I need to think about this.
By all means. You find Orlays, deal with him, and you bring me the evidence. I'll give you the location of the research team.
How about I arrest him and turn him over to the UC?
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
Not killing anyone, but if he's actually as bad as you claim, I'll consider bringing him to justice.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local Vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Not sure about this. I think we have to speak to Deputy McIntyre. That's just a server room.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
I'd love to travel. Okay, let's get out there.
Okay, let's get out there.
What is it? This is the best!
Glorious day. Lead the way.
Come on, bodyguards, let's go. Cabinet chambers and stellar affairs. I need to talk to you.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
Deputy, I was not prepared for that.
Surprised me too when I learned it. But the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this. All right?
Freestar Collective at least should be told about this.
No, they really shouldn't. And bringing up what you've learned outside this building will make you, Captain, look like a crazy person. I don't want that, and you certainly don't want that. So you need to keep this to yourself. Now, was there something
you
in
threatening
particular
me?
you wanted to discuss about your meeting?
Deputy bitch. The prisoner asked me to deal with a Dr. Orleys. I figured you and I should discuss it.
Dr. Reginald Orlays? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlays is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
The location of Hadrian's old research team members?
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
I'm supposed to head to the Den. Anything you can tell me about it?
The Den? It's a star station, orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. First one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out.
I don't have anything else to discuss.
Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
Right guys, that's all I've got time for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.